Welcome to BizTalk 120. I see some very regular faces. First, let me thank my co-host, Miss Anu. Good afternoon, Miss Anu. How are you? Everybody wave to Miss Anu. She makes this session possible for us all. Thank you very much. All right. Okay, so today I come to you live from the city of Singapore, better known as Malayan City. And after 2 days, it has finally stopped raining. Is anybody anywhere in the world where it's raining today? Is it raining in your country? Put up your hand if it's raining. Okay, wonderful. All right. Okay, I love rain. I don't see it that often, but when it comes, it is refreshing. Nice to see you, Danielle. Nice to see you. Welcome back. Hi, Man. Welcome back. You all heard the dramatic news yesterday that London Heathrow, the biggest airport in the world, lost one of its sub-power stations. More than 1,500 flights were delayed or diverted. So airlines are today in chaos because they have to relocate their aircraft. And today, the subject of internationalization is going to talk about issues that will actually make it easier to understand how Heathrow and the airlines around the world were able to cope with such a drastic, dramatic, unexpected disruption yesterday. The fact that airlines are internationalized and their systems communicate directly with Heathrow's air traffic control unit, it allowed airlines to manage their aircraft traffic approaching Heathrow International Airport in London. So today, welcome to BizTalk 120. We'll just wait another minute or so. We're expecting about 50 more participants who have a habit of being late every week. But whilst we're waiting, let me say hello to some of you. Liselle, it's nice to see you again, Miss Liselle. Hello, Katrina. Hello, Jovelyn. Hello, Janice. Hello, Mayat. Where are you, Mayat? There you are, wearing her beautiful glasses. Hello, Jerica. Hello, Michael John. How are you, Michael John? Wave to me, Michael John. Hi, Michael John. Nice to see you again. Okay, who we got? Marie Dahlia. Hi, Marie. How are you today, Marie? Good, excellent. Nice to see you, young lady. All right, who have we got on the next screen? Ward, welcome back, Ward. Okay. John Gabriel, welcome back. Ricardo, welcome back. Lornia, hello, Lorena, sorry. Hi, Lorena. Are you there, Lorena? Wave to me, young lady. Good to see you. May Mia, nice to see you. Okay, all right. You know what? I knew all these faces follow me every week. It's incredible. Thank you so much, guys. Bumakan, welcome back, Miss Bumakan. Excellent. Maricela, welcome back. Okay, who else have I got here today? Okay, Mr. Swallogram, welcome back. Roxanne, welcome back. Marika, welcome back. Lady May, where are you, Lady May? I see your name in the list. Welcome back. Okay. Oh, look at this, Paniash. Hello, Paniash. Nice to see you. Haven't seen you for a few days, for a few weeks, actually. Nice to see you again. Excellent. Okay. Hello, Janice. Hello, Christine. Hello, Marty. And Robert. Hello, Robert. Robert Salinas. How are you, Robert? Wave to me, Mr. Robert. Wonderful, Robert. Excellent. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, let's make a start. I think our numbers have just crossed 204. We'll make a start, and if they're late, they'll join us. Hello, Luella. Nice to see you, Miss Luella. It's good to have you in class. Okay, guys, welcome to BizTalk 120. Once again, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Wally Rada, and I'm an academic. I'm a trainer and have been fortunate to be able to educate people for some 38 years, going on 39 years. It's my pleasure to be here today. And today we're going to discuss a very important topic for you as young entrepreneurs. a topic that you guys will need to confront in reality, whether you run your own business now or whether you are planning to run a business. Maria, Avianca, and anybody else, as respect to me, please look at the camera. I need to see your full face, and please do not switch off your camera. As respect to me as a lecturer, I need to see you and be able to talk to you. Myrene, you need to look at the camera. I don't want to see the wall. I don't want to see the roof. I don't want to see the ceiling. I don't want to see the lights. I want to see you, young lady. All right. So today we're going to talk about internationalization. Can anybody tell me who is the largest company that in the world that you know because it's international? Can anybody suggest to me the largest company in the world that is international? Can anybody try? Come on, be brave. Anybody put up their hand and give me a name. Who wants to go first? Anyone? The largest and most powerful international company in the world. Does anybody want to put up their hand? Yeah, okay. Let's go to Lizelle. Lizelle, open your microphone. Tell me, who is that company, Lizelle? Hi, Lizelle.
Hello, sir. McDonald's and
Hi.
Starbucks.
It's definitely not Starbucks, young lady. Do you know who else? Who else do you suggest? Go ahead, Lizelle. Anyone else?
Apple, sir.
No, absolutely not. There's somebody much bigger than them. You're on the right track. Does anybody else want to try? Let's talk. It's very good that you guys are thinking, but it's very important that you think in the right direction. Okay, let's go. Angeline, go ahead, Angeline. Who do you think the largest, most internationalized
Microsoft.
company? No, ma'am, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'll come back to you shortly. Thank you for your suggestion. Okay, who else? Anybody else? Yeah, okay. How about Noella? Hi, Noella. Who is the largest and most internationalized company in the world? Hi, how are you?
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone.
Yeah.
I'll just guess it's Amazon.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Okay, let's go on. Okay, does anybody else want to guess? Come on, Wally's open to guesses. Anybody? Okay, here we go. Ricardo, what are you going to tell me, Ricardo? Go ahead.
Good afternoon. I would try to guess Procter and Gamble or Unilever.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And I'll tell you why shortly. Let's go on. Anybody else? Anybody else? Okay, let's talk to Phoebe. Hi, Phoebe. Go ahead, Phoebe. Unmute your microphone.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, who do you suggest?
Hi, good afternoon.
Hi.
Microsoft.
No, ma'am. Microsoft is definitely not the largest, most internationalized company in the world. And I'll tell you why shortly. Thank you. Okay, anybody else want to have a guess? Quickly. All right, I've got Darshini here. Darshini, who do you think is the most internationalized company in the world?
Hello, Mr. Wally. I think it's Walmart.
No, ma'am, absolutely not. In actual fact, they're not in the top 20. Thank you, Darshini. Okay, anybody else? Anybody else? Come on, give me a good one. Come on, give me something that no one else has said. Yeah, okay, go ahead, Maricel. Who do you think it is, Maricel?
For me, the largest company inside the whole world is the Apple have a big market in the world, sir.
You're absolutely wrong, Maricel. No, Apple is not the most internationalized company in the world. Okay, let's go on. Anyone else? Anyone else? Okay, I'll give 2 more chances. Come on, wave to me if you want to be one of them. All right, Edwin. Edwin, you're going to answer the question because you're a food lover. Who is it, Edwin? Hi, Edwin. You need to unmute your microphone, Edwin. Come on, Edwin. Hello, are you there? I can't hear you, Edwin. You're muted. I'm sorry. Anybody else? Eduardo, would you like to guess? Hi, Eduardo.
Hello, sir.
Who do you think it is?
Is it Amazon?
No, no, sir. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. As far as an internationalized business, that spans the world? Absolutely not Amazon. Okay, anyone else? Yeah, okay, we've got one more. Maria, go ahead, Maria. Are you thinking food, Maria, or what industry are you thinking?
I think McDonald's.
You got it right, Maria. Where did you read that? Did you just look up the internet or was that a guess?
Oh, no, it's a guess.
You're welcome. Thank you very much. You got it right. Ladies and gentlemen, the largest and most powerful internationalized company in the world today is McDonald's Corporation. Now, you might all be asking me stupid questions, but how, sir? How? Well, it's very simple. If you count the number of branches, the number of cities, the number of little villages that McDonald's occupy around the world, they outdo Amazon, they outdo Apple, they outdo Unilever, they outdo all of the big brands you have. And today, you are going to learn what internationalization is about. Internationalization is not Amazon, who's an e-commerce company that sells to customers all over the world. That's not internationalization. That is taking your business overseas. But today, we are talking about internationalization in real terms. This is how companies go from a small business to a multi-million dollar business. Does everybody understand that? Yes or no? Okay, so let's start today's lesson. Here we go. Let me share my slides and welcome to all 259 students. And we've still got students joining. Just one moment, please. Okay, so today we're going to learn what you need to do as young entrepreneurs to internationalize a business and become a success. Because internationalizing a business doesn't mean being available through the World Wide Web internationally. Internationalizing a business requires a lot more than just putting your merchandise on a website. A website is a form of e-commerce. A website on its own is not internationalization. Okay, here we go. What is the definition of internationalization? What does it mean to internationalize your business? Internationalization, ladies and gentlemen, is a word that can be spelt with a Z or it can be spelt with an S. As you know, correct English around the world is British English. The Americans, the Yankees, took the English and changed it to make it American. But the real spelling of the word internationalization should follow the Queen's English. It's spelt with an S. Internationalization is the process of preparing a product or business to operate in different countries and cultures, encompassing aspects like the language, the currency, the culture, and the nuances that go with running a business. In economics, internationalization is the process of increasing involvement of enterprise in international markets, although there is no agreed definition of internationalization. Now, if you say to me, Amazon is international. Amazon has locations in 20 countries of the world. Amazon is not in 72 countries of the world. Amazon ships to probably 60 countries of the world. But the fact is, it does not have a business set up in those countries. So the only way it interacts with those customers is through the internet. That alone is not internationalization. Let's look at internationalization. Everybody knows that the rupee, which is a currency, had to internationalize several years ago because the rupee was not recognized internationally. So how did they get the rupee as a currency to become international? Well, they had to do several things. One, they had to improve the monetary country, okay, of India. The government policy had to change. They had to enhance financial integration. Indian banks had to start integrating with other banks around the world. They had to reduce dependency on foreign currencies so that their currency was strong enough to stand up on its own for international trade. And they had to increase international trade in order to make their currency strong enough. All right. They had to develop a financial services market in their own country where they offer international money exchange, international money transfer, and clearing houses for international funds. And they need to diversify their reserves. Indians or the Indian Central Bank for many years was very reluctant to diversify the millions or trillions of dollars or rupees it had in reserve. However, for their currency to be internationally recognized and get an internationalized status around the world, so you can buy rupees at an airport in England, in the United States, in Australia, or in Singapore, they had to diversify their reserves and take some of the reserves from being stashed in India and stash them with authorities in different countries of the world so that their currency would carry its weight and its value. So not only do businesses need to internationalize, but governments and countries need to internationalize their currency on the world market. Internationalization is more than just having an e-commerce platform. How do small businesses internationalize? What are the benefits for a small business to internationalize? Well, let's talk about the very basic one from the bottom, or the biggest one, actually. Let's talk about supports growth to revenue, size, and market share. That's the biggest one. It exposes your business to international markets, which in practice will generate more customers in order to generate higher revenue. By you going international, it facilitates adding value through product, process, and business models and innovation. For example, if you get your product manufactured in China and then the quality is no good and you explore places like Brazil in South America, which is very competitive in outdoing China as far as making fabric or coming up with clothing or any handmade clothing item. Vietnam is now only not becoming famous in manufacture of clothing, but also in bed sheets and any haberdashery. So a lot of companies have had to internationalize. Instead of having their products made in China, they now have bases in Vietnam where they have offices to buy material fabric, and the products are manufactured in Vietnamese factories. All right. Now, what happens with internationalization? It means that as you grow, you generate more employment opportunities for people to work for you, and you give a career path to your staff to be able to move to overseas operations and get more experience. By having overseas operations, it will mean higher demand for your products or services and an increase in your revenue, which will lead to higher productivity. And most importantly, you will become a more competitive brand in the market, because not only are you serving your local customers, but you're serving a larger number of customers internationally, and you have presence in more markets. So therefore, you are generating more revenue and you can afford to be more competitive. Does anybody know what that luggage is? Can anybody tell me what the brand is? Who can tell me? Who can tell me what brand that luggage is? Anyone? Put your hand up. What brand is the luggage? Thank you. Yes, Maria, what brand was that luggage?
Louis
Go ahead,
Vuitton.
Maria. Thank
Louis
you. What do
Vuitton.
you know about Louis Vuitton? Can you tell me? What do you know about Louis Vuitton?
It sells bags on a higher price.
It sells high-end bags. Yeah. Where are they from? Do you know? What country
I,
do they come from?
some are made here in the Philippines. Some are made in
Well,
China.
well, none of the original Louis Vuitton is made in Philippines or in China, that's for sure. The ones that are made in the Philippines and China are copies and are fakes, and you shouldn't buy them because they're illegal. Louis Vuitton as a product, the original product is only made in one Louis Vuitton factory in the world, and that's in France. And they are all handmade in a French factory. Anything that's sold to you in the Philippines or in China is not Louis Vuitton, and you should not waste more than $2 buying it because that's all it's worth. It is a cheap fake. I warn you, do not pay $1,000 or $500 being told it's made under license. because Louis Vuitton doesn't license its bags to anyone, and those fakes are not real. All right, does that help you, Maria?
Okay.
All right. And let me just tell you something, Maria. Louis Vuitton knows that some people make it in the Philippines and China, but Louis Vuitton knows that there is a distinct difference in the design and quality of bag. And every time Louis Vuitton tries to shut one of them down, another workshop pops up. But let me assure you, it is not the real product. Okay. So Louis Vuitton only comes out of France. Okay. So Louis Vuitton as a company, does anybody think that Louis Vuitton is internationalized? Put your hands up if you think if it's internationalized. Yes or no? Louis Vuitton is definitely internationalized. It's in the top 20 of internationalized countries in the world. Louis Vuitton has a presence, a retail store in some 60 countries around the world, 60 out of 72 countries. People in Venezuela, people in Spain, people in Pakistan, in the capital of Pakistan, can go to a Louis Vuitton boutique. People in India can go to a Louis Vuitton boutique. Okay, so let's talk about internationalization and let's look at some examples. Here we go. Okay, so as we know, Louis Vuitton, as our fellow student just told us, is a handbag company, a company that sells. Just hold on, guys. I need to fix the share mechanism. Okay, all right. So Louis Vuitton, ladies and gentlemen, is a company that basically sells bags. Louis Vuitton makes bags, and their bags are not machine made. They're all handmade. They're not made on an assembly line in China. They're not made in a sweatshop in the Philippines with fake plastic. They are made out of original Louis Vuitton synthetic material or Louis Vuitton leather, and they're only made in one workshop in the world, in France. Okay, Louis Vuitton is a renowned French designer of leather goods, established his first suitcase shop in Paris in 1854. Over the years, the brand's luggage and leather goods gained recognitions as symbols of luxury and high society, as Maria told us. Okay, Louis Vuitton uses limited edition releases to make customers feel a strong need to buy quickly, to feel like they're part of an exclusive group. By offering only a small number of special items, they build excitement and longing, which makes people want them more and become even more loyal to the brand. So what Louis Vuitton does, it has branches in some 60 countries of the world, but they only send maybe 20 of each bag to each country. That's it. They only make 1,000 and they share that 1,000 between all their stores, depending on the population of the city. So they're internationalized, but the way they're able to control the international market and keep people hungry for their product is by actually having very exclusive products, and they come in limited numbers. The Louis Vuitton X Supreme collaboration in 2017 was a collaboration between Louis Vuitton and other very high society products. Was a perfect example of this strategy. It combined street style with high-end fashion and was in such high demand that it sold out almost instantly, demonstrating how Louis Vuitton knows how to create excitement and desirability around its product internationally. By the way, the Louis Vuitton X Supreme collaboration happened in 2017. It was where Louis Vuitton collaborated with a lot of famous people, celebrities, and designed exclusive bags based on those celebrities and the way they liked them. And these X Supreme collaboration, which were the most expensive pieces Louis Vuitton had ever produced, sold out overnight all over the world because Louis Vuitton made people hungry. They would only make 2 bags available in countries like Brazil, maybe 6 bags in Australia. So they controlled the number by making people hungry and desperate to get their product. And that's why they have been internationalized successfully. McDonald's, ladies and gentlemen, is widely considered the most successful and largest food chain in terms of internationalization. Today, McDonald's boasts a presence of 100 countries and 38,000 restaurants globally. I repeat, not 13,000, 38,000 McDonald's restaurants globally. No one has ever beaten McDonald's so far as internationalization. Their global reach has massive global footprint with locations in over 100 countries. The company's franchise model has rapidly grown. On an average year, McDonald's increased their count by anywhere between 50 and 100 outlets. Okay, so McDonald's has also formed strategic partnerships successfully in different countries in order to be able to source raw materials that they need for their own products. They have undergone digital transformation, and they have the most comprehensive customer service online channel in countries all over the world, so people can order from McDonald's, Mac Delivery, or order and pick up their products. McDonald's in most countries around the world have an app which communicates with their customers all over the world. So McDonald's, ladies and gentlemen, restaurants are present in 120 countries and territories globally, serving approximately not 600,000, not 6.8 million, Eduardo. They are serving 68 million customers daily. Do you understand why they are the largest and most internationalized company in the world? Maria, you had a very good guess, Maria. Do you understand why? You were correct, Maria. Okay, very good. Very well done, young lady. Okay, they employ over 210,000 people as of the end of 2018. Let me tell you, after COVID-19 came in 2019, 2020, 2021, that number dropped to about 202,000. But reports show us that in 2025, they are currently around 225,000 people around the world. Okay, so McDonald's is by true fact the most powerfully internationalized company in the world. Their stores are all over the world. If you look at the world map, your country will be there. You tell me, is there any other company in all those countries? No. Is Nestle in all those countries? No. All right. So look at the size of this corporation. Look at the French fry, what we call the Richter scale for French fries. The fast food chain has the best burger and fries in the world. Okay, McDonald's has been rated with the most popular fries in the world. 34% of its 68 million consumers put McDonald's as the best French fries in the world. Let's talk about burgers. Burgers are more difficult because everybody has a different taste to a different burger in a different part of the world. But if you look at those rankings, just on sales of French fries tells you why they have been successful in more than 100 countries in the world. It's because of their core product, their French fries. Does everybody understand that? Yes or no? The reason why McDonald's remains internationally successful is because of its delectable cuisine. McDonald's fries are widely acclaimed as the epitome of deliciousness in the fast food realm, reigning supreme according to customer surveys on taste and quality. So if you're hoping to open a local burger shop in your country, don't even bother to copy their French fries because they grow their own Idaho potatoes, they mix their own seasoning, and they will never tell you how or what temperatures or under what conditions they grow their potatoes, because Idaho potatoes used by McDonald's are grown exclusively for McDonald's. Okay, McDonald's stands as the 11th most valuable brand globally, boasting a remarkable brand worth of $50.999 billion. not million, billion dollars. That's, probably just under a few dollars of $60 billion. All right. Does anybody believe that? Now you know why Raymond Albert Kroc and the McDonald's brothers created the most powerful fast food chain in the world. So let's now talk about what is internationalization. What are the benefits of internationalizing your brand? They are very simple, guys. Increase market share, balancing your risk on your investment. Instead of investing all your money only in the Philippines, and one day the Philippines going, getting another Duterte that ruins the economy again, or decides to shoot people for having drugs and end up in the World Criminal Court, International Criminal Court, or you get COVID-19, which means that you're all under lockdown and you can't operate your business. In order to diversify your risks, so you make sure that your business is constantly generating an income in different parts of the world, if to protect you in the event that one part of the world fails, you need to diversify your risk. You need access to new technologies to collaborate with international partners and access new innovations. And that usually happens when you go to new countries in the world. You actually learn about new technologies and are able to access a new market using the technologies that you get introduced to. The other benefit of internationalization is your enhanced competitiveness, because by going into international markets, having your products produced in international offshore markets in like Brazil, Vietnam, or if you even want to go Turkey or Indonesia, you're still going to get a better quality product and cheaper product than China. And that will make you more competitive because you can sell the product at a lower price. So the first element of internationalization, please write this down. In order to internationalize your business, in order to become internationalized, you must increase your market share. And to increase your market share means you have to expand your customer base. And the only way you can expand your customer base is by taking your business to other markets physically and setting up there. Just having an e-commerce platform is not enough. If you really want to internationalize, you have to set up branches in other countries. You could do that with partners through franchise models. And in about 3 weeks' time, I'll be delivering a biz talk on how to franchise your business. Some of you might be interested in learning from that. Okay, so you have to get increased revenue through expanded customer base and increasing revenue streams. And the only way you can do that is by internationalizing and setting up base in other countries. You need improved brand recognition. You need to establish a strong global brand presence, not only on the internet, but you need to do it in different countries and capital cities around the world. Louis Vuitton has boutiques in 60 countries around the world. McDonald's has restaurants in 100 countries around the world. That's what you call internationalization. You need to have a competitive advantage, ladies and gentlemen. In order to stay ahead of your competitors, you need to be able to get your product produced at the lowest price to the highest quality in order to sell it to your customer with a profit at the lowest retail price compared to your competitors. Do you understand that, everyone? Yes or no? Now, please don't tell me, but Louis Vuitton are not cheap. Louis Vuitton does not cater for everyday consumers. Louis Vuitton caters for the people who can afford their luxury product. But McDonald's caters for the everyday consumer. Does everybody understand that? Yes or no? And last but not least, you have to understand the economies of scale. Reduce cost per unit by increasing production volume in a better production port in the world. Therefore, you'll reduce the cost per unit, be able to still add on your profit margin and generate the return, but you will have exposure to more customers, so you will need more products. Does everybody understand that? Yes or no? Do you understand that, Maricel? Can you wave to me, Maricel Ramos? Thank you. So what are the strategies you need? Write these down, everybody. Write them down. What are the strategies you need to actually increase your market share in any country? Well, the first is the 5 C's that you've learned in previous sessions. You need to be market centric. You need to know your customer. You need to know your product. You need to know how much disposable income your customer will spend on the product. How much is he prepared to pay so far as price? You need to know which market is suitable for you by researching that market. You need to know the level of service they require, which should be a mix of brick and mortar stores, representation in that country supported by an online representation. You need to know your competition. You need to know your customers' needs. And the only way you'll do that is by understanding the 5 elements of customer centricity. The next thing you need to have a tailored marketing strategy that has been specifically designed for you to market your product or services in different locations around the world in different languages. You need to make sure that you don't offend anyone with the language or the brand or the logo or the words. For example, if you go to Saudi Arabia, do not talk about pork. If you go to Saudi Arabia, do not use whiskey in your product or alcohol in your product, because if you do that, no one will buy your product. So you need to understand the culture and the market you're going into, and you need to make sure you understand it very, very well. Because let me tell you, countries like Saudi Arabia are non-forgiving. So if you promote pork in Saudi Arabia illegally, or promote that you want to sell your product there, the Saudi government will have you for breakfast. Before you know it, they'll ban you from doing business there. They'll blacklist you so you can't enter the country, and they'll ruin your brand. Okay, so you need to make sure you basically understand the market through the 5 elements of customer centricity: the customer, the product, the price, the type of service, and the market itself. You need to form partnerships and collaborations with different organizations and different businesses. You can do that through franchise, where you franchise a license to another business to run your brand for you to reduce the cost, but therefore you will still have internationalized representation. You need to be open to product adaptation, adapt products and services to local market requirements and regulations. Now, does anybody go to McDonald's on a regular basis? Who goes to McDonald's regularly? Anyone? Who goes to McDonald's regularly? Come on, put your hand up. Come on, Eduardo. Don't be shy, Eduardo. I know you eat McDonald's once a week. Okay, talk to me, Eduardo. What makes McDonald's something that everybody hear me now? Yes or no? Could you hear me before? Why didn't you say something, guys? Just hold on. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. Guys, if Zoom plays up and you can't hear me, please tell me. All right. Let's go back. Anu, when you edit the video, please make sure you cut that part out. All right, Anu? Thank you. All right. Okay, guys, let me go back. I'm not sure what's happening here. Let me just go back. Okay, so let me go back and share my screen. So what I said earlier, I'm not sure where the microphone dropped out, but let me go back. What I said earlier is that in every country, there is benefits of internationalization. So let's talk about what internationalization is first, and let's go and have a look at these, okay? So increase market share. Just hold on, guys. Let me fix this. Hold on. Okay, so benefits of internationalization are increased market share, diversified risk, access to new technology, and enhanced competitiveness. So remember what I said. In order to go into international markets, there is certain benefits. So we know that the benefits to internationalize are increased market share, diversified risks, access to new technologies, and enhanced competitiveness. Now, what are the benefits of increased market share? Increased market share means more customers, increased revenue. Okay, it means improved brand recognition, means a stronger global presence in different markets. Competitive advantage means you're able to produce your product at a lower price and sell it at a competitive price, so you're competitive. And you're able to reduce the economies of scale by franchising your business or forming partnerships in other parts of the world where you can still run the business in different markets, in different countries, and still be profitable. So let's talk about the strategies you have to use. Can I just ask everybody, can everybody hear me? Can everybody hear me? Please, if Zoom fails, tell me. Wave your hand at me, okay? Thank you so much. All right, so the first strategy is market research and analysis. And what does that mean? It means you have to understand the 5 C's of business. You have to be customer-centric, product-centric, price-centric, understand how much of the consumer's disposable income, available money, they're prepared to spend on your product. So market research and analysis means customer-centric, product-centric, price-centric, service-type centric, real brick and mortar stores, local representation. Do they require that to trust you? That's the way you have to go. And once you've done that, you need to know which markets you have to be market-centric. For example, you can't sell pork in Saudi Arabia. The government will crucify you. Okay? You have to have tailored marketing strategies based on different companies and different cultures. For example, if you want to advertise in China, there's certain colors you don't use, which actually represent death. There's certain colors that represent good luck. Every country has its own culture, and these are very important when you market. In countries like Germany, you can't say, oh, if you wear my glasses, you're a sexy woman, because you'll be sued for discrimination. Because Germany is very anti-discrimination, okay, especially sexual discrimination. So if you want to go global, you have to develop a structured and tailored marketing strategy that not only adapts to the local market in your country, but a marketing strategy that would adapt to different countries around the world. Look at Singapore Airlines. Many years ago, Singapore Airlines used to promote Singapore Airlines as "Come Fly the Singapore Girl." Does everybody understand that? But why did Singapore Airlines throw out the Singapore Girl campaign? Because consumers in different parts of the world said that Singapore Airlines was chauvinist, sexual chauvinist, male chauvinistic chauvinists. That means they discriminated against women. They used women to sell their product by some "come fly the sexy Singapore girl." They never said sexy, they said the Singapore girl, but the image they portrayed was this beautiful girl with the perfect curvature, okay? And the reason why they did that, because that was the ideal flight attendant model. They were the dimensions and the appearance. So Singapore Airlines for many years relied on that. But after a while, consumers became smarter. Women now take it very seriously when we use pictures of women in general to promote product, because women all over the world deserve to be respected. So if we say, these are beautiful women, all you businesses come and fly with us, that's considered to be discrimination and chauvinistic. That's why Singapore Airlines dropped one of the most successful advertising campaigns they ran for nearly 20 years. It cost them millions. All right. So you have to have a tailored marketing strategy in order to be able to internationalize. But before you even go to that, you have to get the first part right. Research analysis, the 5 C's of customer centricity. You need to form partnerships and collaborations And as I said to you earlier, you can do that through using the franchise model. And in 2 weeks' time, I will be doing this talk about what is franchise, how to establish a franchise model at very low cost, so you as young entrepreneurs can start using it. And I can guide you through it if you need help. Does everybody understand that? Okay. So partnership collaborations, whether it's through suppliers like McDonald's, collaborates with suppliers in different parts of the world to reduce the cost of its raw material. It actually pays companies to bake hamburger buns for them in each country. For example, in Singapore, Gardenia bakes all the bread for McDonald's. In Malaysia, a local bakery bakes all the bread for McDonald's. McDonald's collaborates. Before it comes into a country, it goes and says to the best bakery, this is our recipe. We'll sign an exclusive contract with you. You have to bake our hamburger rolls for all our restaurants every day on a daily basis. That's why Gardenia has one plant in Singapore that only bakes for McDonald's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. All right, do you understand that, guys? Okay, 52 weeks a year. It never closes. They bake and their trucks run out every morning at 3 a.m. to deliver bread to all McDonald's stores in Singapore. Malaysia, Australia, they all have a partner that bakes bread for McDonald's. McDonald's doesn't use stale bread. It doesn't put it in the freezer from America. It has to have local partners. And by having local partners, it reduces the cost of the bread being shipped or flowing from the United States. Do you understand that, everyone? Yes or no? You need to be able to product adaptation. Can anybody here tell me, what do I mean by product adaptation? What does product adaptation mean? Can anyone tell me? What do I mean by product adaptation? Who can tell me? Come on, guys, wake up, everybody. Stop being asleep. Wake up. Tell me, what do I mean by product adaptation? Come on, guys, you're going to push my Miss Anu to a sleep minute. Look, Anu's awake and smiling, and all of you are half asleep. Wake up, everybody. Anu, can you wave to everybody and wake them up, please? Come on, Anu, wave to everybody. Everybody wave back to Anu. Let's exercise. Come on, everybody, wave. Show me 2 hands. Excellent, excellent. All right. So now tell me, what does adaptation mean? Ricardo, what does adaptation mean, Ricardo? What does adaptation mean, Ricardo? Hi, Ricardo, go ahead.
Yes, good afternoon. For me, adaptation is making a brand being adapt to local brand or localized brand. For example, Coca-Cola. Here in the Philippines, Coca-Cola is more sweeter than the Coca-Cola in Singapore. So I think that's the idea of being localized or adapting a brand or depending on their country.
Very good. Okay, brand adaptation is customizing the product to meet a certain market, as Ricardo says. Ricardo, let me just correct you about Coca-Cola. You know that Coca-Cola is currently under terrible stress. You know that, Ricardo, don't you? Because Coca-Cola has been threatened that if it doesn't reduce the sugar in its products across the world market, governments all over the world will impose a 40% tax surcharge on all Coca-Cola products. All right. So even though that Coca-Cola in the Philippines is a bit sweeter, the content of sugar in all soft drinks around the world has dropped dramatically, okay, because of international law from most countries around the world. Now, you ask me whether it's right or wrong. Well, I love Coca-Cola. I used to be a Coca-holic. Now I hate it because it doesn't taste the same. But is it the right move? If you look at the number of people who die or go to hospital for diabetes because of sugar, it's the right move. Is it the right move for people like me who love the product? No. All right. But is Coca-Cola happy about it? No, because they probably lost 5% of their market to loyal customers like me who don't drink it because it tastes like soap water now. It doesn't taste like Coke anymore. All right. Does anybody agree with me on that? Put your hand up if you agree. Thank you very much. Okay. So what do I drink instead now? I drink coffee, caffeine, black coffee. All right. It's a lot more healthy than Coca-Cola. But I do put sugar in my coffee. Don't get me wrong. I put two sugars in my coffee. All right. So Brand adaptation is adapting your product to a market. Does everybody know the famous Filipino fast food chain that cooks chicken adapted to the Filipino taste? Can anybody tell me who they are? Put your hand up. Okay, tell me, who are they, Jennifer? Who are they, Jennifer? Yeah, Jennifer. Sorry, where's Jennifer gone? I've lost you, Jennifer. Where are you?
It's
Hi,
Jollibee.
Jennifer. Jollibee, thank you very much. Jollibee, Jolly Chicken or Happy Chicken is bigger
Chicken
than the
Joy.
average Chicken Joy, Jolly Joy, Chicken Joy, Jolly Lollipop, all the chicken promotions they've had over the years. But Chicken Joy, which is their core product, is healthier chicken than any other chicken in the world. Now, let me tell you why. Because the Filipino chickens that are slaughtered for Jollibee have to be of a certain weight and a certain size so that their drumsticks and their thighs are of a certain weight. Otherwise, Jollibee doesn't buy the chicken. So why does Jollibee look for bigger, fatter chicken? Because Filipinos like juicy chicken. Come on, how many of you like chicken here? All the Filipino students, put your hands up. Very good. And which chicken do you like? A very stingy little KFC drumstick or a big fat Jollibee drumstick? Come on, who likes Jollibee? Put your hand up. Very good. So Jollibee adapted the fried chicken to meet the taste of Filipino customers. Does everybody understand that? Yes or no? Jollibee actually asked a chicken distributor to actually send fresh or frozen chicken in every country where it operates, depending on how far they are. In most countries, it's fresh chicken. In some countries where there's no facilities, they bring it in frozen every week. But all their chicken has to be slaughtered at a certain size and has to be grown in a certain way to be served at Jollibee stores. All right? Does everybody understand that? That's called product adaptation. All right, let's go back to our PowerPoint. Can everybody hear me? Wave your hands. Wave your hands. That's it. Wake up, everyone. Okay, Jennifer Galolo, you need to on your camera or else your picture is not going to get you a certificate. The rule is your video camera must be on, Jennifer, not your poster or picture. Thank you. All right, okay. So let's go on. Let me share my screen again. Okay, here we go. All right, everybody can hear me. All right, so other than product adaptation, we need to invest in digital presence. So remember I said that Amazon is on the internet through e-commerce, but it's not the world's largest internationalized company because it only has warehouses in about 20 countries in the world which service the whole world. They are not internationalized. They have a large e-commerce presence. If you compare them to McDonald's, who have 100 countries on their map, or if you convert them to Louis Vuitton, who have 60 countries on their map, if you convert them to Starbucks, who have 40 countries on their map, they are internationalized. Now, internationalization doesn't mean you only have to have a physical presence. You also have to have a very strong digital presence in that country in its own language. Do you understand that, everyone? Yes or no? Yes or no? Wave your hands. Very good. Excellent. Okay, so we know what the strategies for internationalization are. We understand the strategies. Let's now look at the next point, okay? Just one moment, please. Okay. Okay, what is happening here? Just hold on, guys. We're having a bit of a problem here. Just hold on. Okay, hold on. Okay, let me share my screen from the beginning. All right, here we go. Okay, so we go back. Okay, so we looked at this. We looked at what we call strategies for increasing market share, and we understood what they mean. Let's look at the next element of internationalization. Remember, we said that the benefits of internationalization is diversification of your risk. So let's look at what diversified risk is. Diversified risk will reduce your dependence on domestic market income. So that means that if Jennifer Galolo has a restaurant in the Philippines, but her chicken adobo is so good that she franchises it in 20 different countries. Even if the Philippines closes during the COVID-19, she's still earning income from her restaurants in other countries. That means the risk of her running out of money or going bankrupt is lower because she still has an income coming in from other countries. The spread risk across multiple markets, reduce risk by diversifying across different markets, industries, and geographies. Increased resilience by diversifying your risk and spreading your risk or your investment to run your business in different global markets. You enhance your ability to withstand economic shock in case your country goes to a war, in case your country is under lockdown, in case there's military or martial law imposed, like it was in Korea for one day. All right, all of these are elements that you guys need to take into account. Improved flexibility is something that you need to take into account. Improve flexibility to respond to changes in global conditions. Does everybody understand that? Yes or no? Increase flexibility to respond to changes in global market conditions. What do we mean by that? If you have a presence and you've diversified your risk, that means you're present in more countries. You have more flexibility so you can actually service other countries nearby. You may be in Beijing, but you don't have to be in Shanghai, Guangzhou as well. If you set up business in Beijing, you have improved flexibility of also being able to respond to market changes and demands in Shanghai because you have local logistics from your Beijing base. Does everybody understand that? Yes or no? All right. What are the strategies for diversifying your risk? The first strategy for market diversification is to expand into new markets and industries to reduce dependence on a single market. By diversifying into new markets, you can also look for cheaper production or cheaper factories or cheaper resources or raw materials. Product diversification means developing more products that adapt to different markets so that you have a bigger range of products in the event that one of your products becomes unpopular or you've already exhausted market, you need to develop a new product for a different market, you still have an income being generated on other products in other markets. You have to have geographic diversification by making sure your product is international, not only in Asia, Central Asia. You want to be maybe all the way through the Asia Pacific. Being in the Philippines alone with adobo is not enough because you have, probably 50,000 Filipinos or 60,000 Filipinos working in Beijing or in Dubai or in Saudi Arabia. So is it wise to have a chicken adobo outlet in those countries using halal chicken? Of course it is, because you're diversifying, because the Filipinos in that country don't have availability to good Filipino food. That would be an idea about diversification, because you're losing out on a market that you could otherwise make money from. Okay, expanding into new geographies. Now, you might not want to expand yourself. You could go to a Saudi company that specializes or has restaurants in Saudi Arabia, and you could say, how about I franchise my adobo recipe for you? You sell it through your brand in Saudi Arabia. That would be as good as diversification. That would be considered an element of diversification. That would be as good as diversifying and setting your own outlet there. But instead of wasting money on you building your own, why don't you use franchise where you franchise your recipe to a partner there? They pay you a license fee and you've got a presence in that market. Okay, the next element on the list that we looked at before in order to internationalize was what? Does everybody remember? What was it? It was access to new technologies. Access to new technologies. And access to new technologies is one of the most important things here, other than actually having a presence in those countries. Okay, so let's talk about it. Access to new technologies means improved competitiveness, because if you have technology in different country, for example, if people can order your food online through a Chinese food delivery service and you have a presence in China, more people are going to order your food because your kitchen or your recipe is available in China, whether it's through a franchise or through your own setup. By having technology and apps for people to order your product or websites in that country's language, people can go to the website and it may enhance your operational efficiency, give people a way to understand your product, give them e-payment solutions so they can order online. Because if you have physical structure in that country, they could order online and pick up rather than having it delivered and pay a delivery charge. So improved competitiveness comes from digital technology. Digital technology will also increase efficiency and productivity from the customer's perspective and for you as a business. You need to have what we call innovation. Innovation is by having websites that maybe have artificial intelligence. They are able to actually get the customer to see themselves wearing your clothes before they buy them. That's innovation. I think last time we spoke about innovation in the Korean beauty business. Does everybody remember that? Yes or no? What did we talk about as far as innovation in the Korean beauty business? Does anybody remember what we discussed? Yes or no? Yeah, go ahead, Ricardo. What did we discuss? Go ahead, Ricardo. Yes, Ricardo.
Yes, the innovation of the beauty salon in Korea compared to other countries, which is have technology and innovative, what we call this, offers or innovation that
Right.
can offer to the clients.
Yeah. And one simple example of that, if you are their customer, for example,
The hairstyle,
uh,
the hairstyle, the hairstyle the customer
yeah,
will choose the hairstyle that they want.
yeah, Roma can go on their site. She can look at their site. She can put in the characteristics of a new hairstyle she wants: curly, long, medium, short, red, white, blonde, pink hair. She can actually get their artificial intelligence to create her hair to look like that by putting artificial wig on her through artificial intelligence. Roma could see the style on the website. She could say she likes it. Then they will tell her who the hairstylist famous for that style is at her salon, at that salon. It will tell her when he's available, how much the cost is. She can send him a message and make an appointment. All is this through technology in Korean beauty salons. And guess what? 90% of Korean teenagers only go to a hair salon after they've made the appointment online and have already decided on the hairstyle. And they already know who their stylist is going to be. Do you understand how innovation can affect your business? Yes or no? Everybody understand that? Yes or no? Let me talk about Nike. Nike is famous for innovation as well. Nike now allows you to go online, customize your Nike shoes, have them hand tailor made for you in a Nike factory and shipped to you customized with your logo. But to buy a branded Nike shoe, you pay upwards of $1,000 per pair. All right. Why? Because they're handcrafted for you and shipped to you directly from Nike's workshops or factories in whichever part of the world they're in. All right. So all of this is through artificial intelligence. All of this is through technology. Does everybody understand what I mean by that? Yes or no? Very good. Let's go back to my screen. Just hold on, guys. I got a message. Okay, hold on. Okay, let me go back to my screen. Let me just get rid of this. Okay, here we go. Okay, so what we've said, benefits of new technology are improved competitiveness, increased efficiency, innovation, and most effectively cost savings. Can you imagine if you can actually have customers order online and pay you online, and they don't have to come into your shop and queue up? That means you reduce the number of people, manpower, and cashiers. If people choose their product online, you don't need to have so many sales assistants. If people choose their hairstyle and make an appointment with the right stylist, you don't have to have a stylist go and talk to them, explain the style. They need 20 minutes to think about it, and other customers are waiting. So that means you have 5 stylists, 5 chairs. That means your stylists are continuously generating an income because their customers are pre-booked and they already know what they want. All of this reduces operating costs, manpower costs, and that means you become a more productive business. Okay, does everybody understand that? Yes or no? Does everybody understand that? Yes or no? So, can I ask you, do you think internationalization can improve your business? Put your hand up. Do you think that internationalization can generate higher revenue? Put your hands up. Come on, why only 20 people put their hands up? Wake up, everyone. Come on, wake up. Everybody wave to me. Everybody wave. Come on. Very good. So do you think that internationalization can increase your business profitability? Yes. Is internationalization costly? In the first instance, it is, but you can choose to do it slowly. You may appoint a franchise in 2 countries every year. First year, 2 countries. Second year, 3 countries. Third year, 5 countries. As long as you make an effort to internationalization, you are protecting your business and ensuring a longer life for your business. You will never compete with McDonald's. You will never compete with Starbucks. You don't have to. You don't have to be the biggest internationalized brand in the world. As long as you internationalize, so you can protect your own business and make sure you increase your customer base and diversify your risk. Do you understand that, everyone? Okay. You may diversify by opening a branch in Manila and then opening another one in Davao City and another one in Cebu. You know, that could be your first step to diversification because you're learning how to diversify and have somebody franchise your business there, or you open a branch there and appoint a manager there. And then you can start looking at countries surrounding in the near neighborhood in Central Asia or Asia. Okay, before you explore Europe and the United States and Australia, which are very expensive. Does everybody understand what I mean by there is nothing to stop you from learning how to diversify on a small scale? You don't need to become, 30, 40 countries. You diversify to 2 countries, it's enough. As long as you have another channel for your business and you're represented in it. Does everybody understand that? Yes or no? Very good. All right, let me go back to my slide share. Okay, guys, let me just go. Just hold on for a moment, please. One moment, please. Okay, so let me just, sorry, guys, we're having problem with Zoom today. It's really causing me issues. Just hold on, will you? All right, here we go. We fixed it. Don't worry about it. Okay, all right, let's just go back. All right, here we go. So we talked about diversified risk, the benefits of diversified risk, and we talked about the strategies of diversified risk. The next one here is access to new technologies. We've looked at access to new technologies, and we've spoken about the strategies. How do you get new technologies? You can form partnerships and collaborations with other institutions in that country. Maybe you do business with a restaurant in Saudi Arabia, a fast food restaurant that serves rice and kapsa as they know it over there, and you convince them to also sell your chicken adobo as an option under franchise. You can use their app. They may have an app for customers to order. You can put your adobo on their website. Partnerships and collaborations. Technology licensing, you can license new technologies from other companies or research institutions. For example, if you have a small business in the Philippines selling uh, electronic equipment and you want to sell that online in China or in Japan, and you want to put it on a website so people can try it, you want to use artificial intelligence, you may be able to find a business partner in another country that already has that and you can share it, save you having to build your own. Access to new technologies will also allow you the chance to find out who has technology that can make your business stronger and maybe acquire that company or acquire the technology that they have or partner with them to use that technology. And the best way to find out who has the technology to improve your business in the country you're going into is through research and development. And this comes back to you knowing who your customers are, where they are, which market you're going into, and who your competitors are. And the other thing you have to worry about is you have to attract and hire the right talented individuals that have the expertise and the technology that you want to use in order to enhance your business on an international scale. Let's look at some companies that have done that. Amazon has revolutionized retail and logistics through data-driven insights, AI-powered algorithms, predictive analytics, and automation, leading to faster order processing, improved inventory management, and enhanced customer experience. So Amazon has been very good at accessing new technologies. But Amazon cannot beat McDonald's as far as internationalization and having its own warehouse presence in 100 countries around the world because it doesn't need to. It has 20 very important geographic locations, and anybody can access their portal from anywhere else in the world and buy the product, and then they will ship it from the nearest warehouse they have in 20 countries. Now, they are known to have what you call smaller warehouse in some other countries, which feed on the bigger warehouses in the capital city nearest to them. But Amazon as such is very good at using new technologies, but again, it is not as powerful as McDonald's is as far as internationalization in real form, in physical form. Nike's digital transformation through Snickers or Snickers, SNKRS app follows them to connect directly with customers, offering exclusive products and experiences, such as having your own custom-built Nike shoes and fostering a strong online community around the world. Now, Nike have stores, flagship stores in different parts of the world, but again, their globalization as far as setting up their own stores is not as big as that of McDonald's. Netflix digital transformation involved transitioning from a physical DVD rental to a streamlining platform, enabling them to offer a wide range of content. You can subscribe to Netflix. You can watch it on your phone, on your TV, your girlfriend's phone, your husband's phone, your second wife's phone. Netflix is now the online place to watch the latest movies. Netflix, again, doesn't need to have physical branches all over the world, because for them, globalization is known, or internationalization through global presence in different parts of the world is not important. But the only thing they need is advanced technology in order to be able to serve their online customers. So there is a difference in their needs. Starbucks uses AI technology to enhance customer satisfaction by personalizing orders and improving the customer experience around the world. As I said, Starbucks is internationalized, but not on the large scale that McDonald's is. Starbucks would be somewhere, maybe number 10, 15 in the list. All right. So Starbucks has international technology that they deploy in different countries where customers are able to order through an app and go and pick up their custom-made drink from the Starbucks store where Starbucks operate. DHL. DHL uses data to optimize delivery routes internationally because DHL has a global presence in about 52 countries around the world, the countries they service. There are some countries that DHL doesn't go to, but they have partners that will take your item from their last port to the other country. But DHL does have, there is some countries that DHL has no presence in, simply because of civil war, civil disruption, or the trade bans against those countries. Lego. Everybody knows Lego. Lego has embraced digital transformation to create interactive and engaging experiences for its customers, such as online building instructions and virtual reality experiences. Kids now in every city in the world where they have a Lego store, that kids can go in there and play with this big screen and actually have the screen teach them how to build a Lego model. Kids can go online to the Lego website and actually learn how to use Lego blocks. Lego has one of the biggest e-commerce stores for toys in the world, and people order Lego all over the world and can pick it up from the stores in the country where they're in. If there is a store in that country, it'll show it on their website. So why is all this important? Why do we need to bring technology into business, whether we're globalizing or internationalizing, or whether we just want to stay in our own country? Well, we call this technifying or technification by bringing new technology. What will new technology do? It will improve your level of customer satisfaction. Why? Because you will have better speedy operations, delivering better customer service. You'll be more organized. You will have a bigger competitive advantage because you have technology that your competitors don't have. You can be more creative in the way you promote your products and services to customers. You will allow your customers mobility where they can access your product online or through their app, and will allow you access to more customers in different parts of the world, providing they have access to the World Wide Web, or they have a smartphone that can access the World Wide Web. Technification of any business, bringing new technology or adaptation of new technology is critical, whether you're going to internationalize by going overseas or whether you're simply going to expand in your own country. The benefits of enhanced competitiveness, ladies and gentlemen, is increased market share, gaining a more competitive edge in domestic and international markets. By going into more markets through internationalization, you will establish a stronger global presence like McDonald's. You will have increased growth, increased revenue. Why? Because the more customers you have, the more different countries where you're selling to different customers will mean more revenue. And when you try to employ people and tell them that even though you're working for me in the Philippines, we have branches overseas, and one day, if you're good enough, there's a chance for you to go and work in those overseas branches, that also opens doors for you to actually motivate, attract, and retain better staff. All right, so enhanced competitiveness is critical, because if you're not competitive and you don't make a roadmap or plan on how you're going to grow your business, whether it's in your domestic market in your own country, just through local expansion, as your basic start to learn how to globalize. Eventually, if you want to survive as a business, you need to think of globalization. Okay? If you want to be in business like McDonald's and survive since the start of McDonald's, which is nearly 30 years ago, you need to consider internationalization. On what scale? It can be one country, it can be two countries. Now, if you don't want to do that and you're comfortable just running a small business in your country and relying on the customers you have online, that's fine. However, the only way your business will survive is that you have to keep generating new ideas and new products for that limited customer base. But eventually you'll run out, because eventually you're going to run out of ideas. And this is why internationalization through franchising or through partnerships is really important to every business. Competitiveness. All right, what are the strategies to being competitive? How do we make sure we're competitive? Very easy. Invest in research and development. Make sure you do your 5C research. Okay, be customer-centric, product-centric, price-centric, market-centric, and type of service-centric. Make sure you have operational efficiency by making sure you have the right technology, maybe e-commerce platform in that country, in that language. Make sure that you learn from customer experience. Make sure that no matter where you open, you deliver exceptional customer service. Make sure it's personalized and you adapt to the cultures of that country. Otherwise, you will lose your business. Make sure you form strategic partnerships in each country you go to reduce your costs for logistics, for raw material. All of these are tailored strategies to ensure your competitiveness. Do you understand that, everyone? Talent development, invest in employees, training and development to enhance their skills and knowledge so they're able to deliver the same quality of customer satisfaction in every market you go into. All right, so let's talk about this. And firstly, let me apologize for the problem we've had with Zoom earlier, where I was muted for about 5 minutes. I'm very sorry about that. Forgive me. Okay, so does everybody understand what we've spoken about today and what internationalization is? Yes or no? Okay, so internationalization, ladies and gentlemen, is basically a process where you are physically preparing to take your business and physically set up a presence in another international place. Does everybody understand what I mean by that? Yes or no? Yes? Okay, so who would like to ask me a question? Would anybody like to ask me a question? Put your hands up. Come on, hurry up. Anybody would like to ask me a question? Come on, guys. What is wrong with you today? You're all so quiet. Have you all been drinking beer today, or what is it? Put your hands up. Come on, ask me a question. Okay, Al Morales. Hi, Miss Morales. What's your question? Go ahead.
Okay, sir,
Hello.
my question then. Hello, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
For the past few weeks, I'm very busy making my blog, ebook, creating
Yeah.
ebook blogs,
Yeah.
and I I I hired this two Bangladeshi, which is very genius in making websites. So they are preparing my website, and I learned how to design. So I have this digital store in Etsy. I also hire this what we called marketer or the expertise in terms of boosting or what they said is the spark
Yeah.
marketing. Oh, they say
Yeah.
I learned how to research more about the marketing strategy. So
So what you've
so
done,
I
so you're basically, yeah, you're basically on the first level of internationalization because you've started looking for international partners, Bangladeshis who can develop ebooks and websites for you. You're on the right step. Can I ask you, what business are you in, Miss Morales?
um I have this. I'm affiliate of Allison program,
Yeah,
Expedia,
yeah.
and have this Etsy store digital, so which I designed customized products.
All right.
And
So
now my yeah,
yes, go ahead. Continue. Go ahead.
and now my concern is the like I'm having a problem with the listing. So I contacted somebody through TikTok because
Yeah.
they saw I put my products. They like my
Right.
products.
And
So
and
they
is it
uh,
how you finding that? How many countries do you operate in? How many countries are you operating in?
it's for globally, sir. So right now I am waiting for my website to be fully finished so that I
Right.
can
Okay.
all the businesses that I have. Actually, I have my own website which is not yet finished.
Okay.
You can
And
search it.
how long have you been working on the website, young lady?
They started making just last week. So we every day we conducted like meetings. They will inform me how is the progress, just like that, and what should I add, something like that. They ask my
Right.
information or my opinion, and
Right.
there's
And how reliable are they? Are they meeting your deadlines?
yes, actually I do transaction or I pay them through Uber.
Right. Okay. So you pay them in stages. You don't pay them all the money up front. Is that right?
Yes, sir. After they provide the finished product, I pay them. Just like example, I ask
Yeah.
them to prepare poster or video for Expedia and Allison. So after they send me the finished product, so I pay them cash, just like that.
Right. And are they happy with that? Are they happy getting your money like that?
Yes, they're very happy. So they're very cooperative. They will tell me, this is the best way to get more clients. Just like this, this is the we do brainstorming every day actually. So it's a
Fantastic.
morning
Excellent.
study about strategic marketing.
Very good. Miss Morales, if you need any help, don't hesitate to message me and ask me. But you're a perfect example of a young entrepreneur who's learning the steps to internationalization. Do you think today's lecture has helped you?
Actually, it's really an it really fits uh on my like status today. That's why whenever you were discussing, I am searching like, oh, this is what Isra is telling. It really
Yeah,
connects to my. So
you're welcome.
um
That's
when
okay.
you said about it really fits. He mentioned
Okay.
about the possible tools that you use.
Yeah. In a few weeks' time, I'm going to do a biz talk on what we call franchising. So make sure you attend that. That might help you. And I can give you some ideas how you can franchise some of what you do to people overseas who can represent you. All right. But let's talk about that next time. All right.
So much.
I can't hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I
Okay,
hear
good on you.
you.
Thanks. Okay. Do you hear what I said?
Yes, sir.
All right, good on you. Okay, let's go on. Who else wants to talk? Just hold on. Yeah, okay, go ahead, Ricardo. Hi, Ricardo, go ahead.
Yes, good evening, sir. Which is better, hiring a consultant or hiring a partner for internalization? Consultant first
Hiring
or
at,
hiring a
sorry,
partner
hiring.
already? Consultant,
Okay, hold on, hold
consultant.
on. What do you want to do? You want to hire a consultant to help you internationalize?
Yes, sir. Or hire directly a partner, if it
No,
partner.
well, let me tell you, if you've got $100,000 to waste on a consultant to search for partners, probably you won't get what you want. My direct response to you is try to look for a local partner yourself, and then only in countries where you have difficulty, then you can look for a local I can help you and suggest someone who can help you find one. Then you use a consultant. But do not just go to consultants because you'll be throwing money down the drain because you know what you want better than the consultant. All right.
Got it. Got it. Thank
You're
you.
welcome. Thank you. All right, let's go. Who else would like to ask a question? Yes, go ahead, Eduardo. Hi, Eduardo, go ahead.
Yes, hello. I'm not gonna ask some question. I just wanted to say, I learned a lot from the lesson one that I attended the class because
Yeah,
honestly, I started a new business today, with
yeah,
my partner. Yeah, it's
yeah.
secondhand clothes, or also known as ukay ukay in our country. Yeah, and
Right,
what I applied is the pre-approach, the approach, the presentation, the objection, and how to
right.
close to deal the business. So it really helps to me to grow the business, and I'm
It's
happy
my
that it really
it's my
helps.
pleasure. It's my
Yeah, it really
pleasure.
helps.
It's my absolute pleasure. Can
We
you do
we
me a
actually,
favor? Can you
yeah.
do me a favor? After this session, can you go to our social media? I think my colleague put it in the chat. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram. Can you just
Hmm.
type a message there? Hey, Wally, thank you. Your biz talks really help us. I've been
Okay.
able to, it's helped me steer my business. And maybe put a
Yeah.
message there. I recommend all of our others, my fellow students join this talk. I would really appreciate that. Could you do that for me?
Okay. Yeah,
Thank you
sure.
so much, Eduardo. Go on,
Yeah.
Eduardo. Tell me, what sort of business have you started? What your business is clothing, is that right?
Yeah, it's clothing. Not actually, aside from clothing, I also plan to have a business like a cold coffee brew because I love
Right,
coffee. Just like I said, our class last time, I wanted to
right.
open my
So
own coffee shop
you want to open,
also.
but listen, before
Yep.
you do that, you better talk to me because I don't want to see you copying Starbucks and wasting your money. All right.
Yeah, I
So
know, I
before you
know.
go down the coffee business, let's talk about it and see what you can bring to the coffee world. Maybe I can give
Yeah.
you some recipes, because you don't want to get caught just trying to copy Starbucks and losing your money. I've seen so many people do that, and I would hate to see you do it. All right, mate?
Yeah. Yes, I will appreciate that, sir.
All right. And let me just tell you, never give up on a dream because I truly believe that anybody can be successful in the world. Steve Jobs was successful. Steve Jobs, was nothing special. He was just another guy who worked hard. You understand what I mean by that?
Yes, sir. Thank you. Yep.
Okay, so all you need to do is focus and stay on track. And this lecturer is here for you. All you need to do is WhatsApp me, tell me who you are, tell me I'm one of your students. Can you give me an answer on this? I'm more than happy to do it. All right, Eduardo? Give
Yes, sir.
Eduardo a
Thank
big
you.
hand, everybody. Can everybody clap for Eduardo? He just started his own business. Clap for him, please.
Thank you.
Okay, good. All right. Anybody else wants to talk to me? Let's talk to Marie. Hi, Marie. Hello, young Marie. Talk to me. Go ahead.
Hello, good afternoon or good evening to everybody. Sir, this is just a question because I have friends. Actually, they are into stock market, or is stock market a good way for internationalization, or franchising
Young
is,
lady.
or
Hold on.
yes,
Whoa, 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 whoa. To get are they on the stock market? You mean they have a listed company or they play the stock market? Which one? Which one is it, Marie? Are you there? Hi, Marie.
yes, sir.
You
Sorry
said
for
your
that
friends
one.
are on the stock market.
Yes,
You mean that company is listed on the stock market or they buy shares on the stock market? What are you
I
trying
think
to
they are
tell
buying
me?
shares. They are buying shares on the stock market.
No,
So,
no, that has nothing to do with internationalization.
um,
That's investment.
okay.
Buying
Oh, I
stocks.
see.
Okay, but hold on. The only way you can internationalize through that is you take over a company by buying it out.
Oh, okay. I
So
understand,
if
sir.
you want to buy out McDonald's brand is worth
Mm-hmm.
58.9999 billion. And if you want to
Mm-hmm.
take over that company and you want to control it, you probably have to buy
Yes.
51%, which will cost you about $4 trillion. All right.
So that's how you play
Yeah.
with the stock market game. Okay.
It'll cost you
And
somewhere up to $2 trillion. Okay,
So,
if their
right.
brand is worth 59 59.999
Mm-hmm.
billion. We're talking $60 billion.
Billion
That's
dollars.
$600 million. So if you
Mm-hmm.
wanted to buy that brand on an average multiple of 5, the cheapest you're going to pay for it is probably around the 1.2 to $2 trillion. All right.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
you understand where I'm coming from?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's already at $660 million, 66 billion. So do you think they're going to sell? Do you think they're going to sell it for 66 billion? No, because that's what it
No.
worth. They want to make a
Yes.
profit on it. So
Mm-hmm.
if you're thinking of becoming internationalized through the stock market, young lady, stop dreaming. You can't afford to do that. All right. Do you understand that?
Okay, thanks.
I
Yes.
mean, if let me give you another example. If McDonald's decided to buy into Jollibee in the Philippines, okay, McDonald's could afford to do that. All they do
Yeah.
is go to my good friend at Jollibee and say, "Hey, are you sick of working? How much do you want for your company?"
Mm-hmm.
They'll pay him probably 20 times its value because they want to kill the market because they know that
Local.
Jollibee
Yeah.
is hurting their business. You understand what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Yes. Yes.
But for you to say to me, I want to internationalize using the stock market, Marie, for you to internationalize using the stock market, you need probably $20 million in the bank. Do you have that?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So do you understand the reality of it now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So unless you've got a rich boyfriend or a rich husband with $5 or $6 million who's going to help you internationalize, or unless you're in the market for a rich husband, has anybody here got $5 million that wants to marry Marie? Anyone? No? Yes? Somebody put their hand up. Not me. Okay, all right. Okay. So Marie, I'm not trying to make fun of you. I'm just trying to make you smile. Do you understand what I'm trying to say, young
Yes.
lady?
Yes.
All
Mm-hmm.
right. So you need to think realistically, Marie. Steve
Mm-hmm.
Jobs did not become the richest man in the world through assumptions. Steve Jobs started from his father's garage. All right.
Mm-hmm.
He built the first Apple Mac in the garage. Okay. So
Okay.
you need to think, what sort of business do you run, Marie? What is the business you're in?
Uh no, for no, I that question was just for my friend, but for me,
Okay. All
I
right.
have
All right.
stores like uh grocery stores like that.
Oh, you're okay. I thought so. You're the one with the grocery stores all over the Philippines, right?
No,
Okay. All right. How many stores do you have now?
I have two.
And how big are they? What's their, how big, what size? How big are the shops?
Uh like just for a small community like that,
All right. Okay. All
yeah.
right. That's okay. That's okay. But you know what, Marie, a lot of people started small.
Yeah.
You know, Raymond Albert Kroc drove his white Ford Falcon around and he met the McDonald's brothers. They only had one cafe, one restaurant. Now they have, you heard, 38,000 restaurants around the world. So you're going to go from 2 to probably 120. Look at 7-Eleven. All right. So don't ever
Mm.
give up, young lady. And if you need any help, let me know. All right. Do you understand
No,
that?
sir, because this friends of mine, they're working in Saudi Arabia as well, and they keep on telling
Yeah.
me that if you invest in the stock market, it's the easiest way for you to get rich or whatsoever like that. So, and I
That would
was
be the
really,
stupidest and dumbest thing you can do. All right. The stupidest and dumbest thing you can do is to put your money in the stock market.
mm,
Build your business. Once you get to 5, 6, or 10 stores, then you say, okay, I've got my 6 stores this year. I can afford to take out $5,000
mm,
and put it in the stock market. But
mm,
first, grow the business so you can generate an income so
mm.
you're rich enough to go into the stock market. Do you understand that? Otherwise,
Yes, sir.
you lose the pants you're wearing because you'll invest your money in the stock market, you'll lose it, and you'll have to close your shops. You understand
Hmm.
that? Am
Yes,
I
sir.
scaring you? I don't mean to scare you.
No.
I'm telling you the truth.
No.
Okay?
Yes.
All
Okay.
right. Good on you, mate. Thanks very much. Talk to you soon. I'll see you at the next Biz Talk. And Marie, just like I said to the other girl, I'm going to run a session on franchise soon. I want you to listen to that because that might be an idea for you on how you can grow. Okay?
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. All right. Who else would like to talk to Wally, the guy from Australia? Anybody else? Anu, why do they all want to talk to me, Anu? Why? Why, Anu? Anu's not talking to me now. All right, Anu, it's okay. All right. Okay. Marilyn, you want to talk to me, Marilyn? Go ahead. Hi, Marilyn. Unmute
Hi,
your
sir.
microphone. Hey, Marilyn, I love your hat.
Hi,
Can
sir.
you
Good
buy one?
afternoon.
Where did you buy your hat from?
Thank you.
Where
It's in
did you buy
Korea,
it?
sir.
Anu, would
Korea,
you
sir.
like one of those hats, Anu?
Yes, Wally,
Anu
from
wants one.
Australia,
Can you?
from you.
Yeah, okay, next time I go to Korea, done, Anu. All right.
Yes.
Okay, tell
Yes,
me,
sir.
Marilyn, what would you like to talk about? Go ahead.
Um, Actually, I'm interested about like networking marketing. And is there
Sorry,
any idea that networking? Is a
interested in
networking?
working. Interested in working where?
Networking company?
Networking company. You
Yes, sir.
want somebody to help you
To
network,
work.
or you want to work for a networking company?
I want to do the networking business, sir.
Okay, so when you say networking business, what do you mean? What is your definition of networking?
Like kind of like supplement or any company, it's good to join and uh, share with the networking.
Marilyn, it's a very hard business you go into because there's people like me who are academics and work as private consultants who will leave you for dead. You have no experience to do that, young lady. So what you need to do is stop dreaming. Dreams never happen. What you need to do is set yourself goals. Go and find a company that you can work for and learn from them, a business broker or someone. We'll work for them for 1 or 2 years and learn. Don't try to do it on your own. You will fail. All right?
Yes, sir. Do you know anyone
Because,
can join, sir, like recommendation?
well, if you want to drop me a WhatsApp message to my WhatsApp, tell me you're Marilyn from BizTalk and ask me, can you suggest someone where I can learn networking? I'll give you some names. All right? Tell me what country you're in. Okay?
Yes, sir.
All
Okay.
right. Thank you very much, Marilyn. I'll see you at the next BizTalk. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Yeah.
Okay. That's
Thank you,
okay.
sir. Yeah.
All right. Who else wants to talk to me? All right. We've got 4 more. Just one moment, please. Okay. Let's talk to Phoebe. Hi, Phoebe.
Hi, Sir Wally.
Yeah.
Good
Go
evening.
ahead. Yep.
I heard from their questions, especially the you call this the stock market. Yeah. So I was about nearly to join stock market, but as I've heard from you, so it was just a dream, so it will not come true. Yeah. So right now I am
Phoebe,
looking.
the stock market is for someone who has spare money. That means your business is doing
Mm,
well and you have income which is called disposable that you can afford. The stock market is not for you
yeah.
to make money to run your business. You will end up losing your
Mm,
pants. Do you understand that?
mhm.
All
Yes.
right, go on.
So
Next
yeah,
question.
as I've heard, yeah, I already learned from what you said, and also, I'm looking forward for the franchising
My
lesson
pleasure.
because I really would like to have that kind of business soon because
You're
I
welcome.
already tried some small business before, but I really don't succeed on that small businesses. So I'm just
But that's
focusing right
why, hold
now
on, but
on
Phoebe, that's
working.
why you're studying with us. That's why you're studying with us. And that's
Yes.
why I do these sessions because I need to make sure that young kids,
Mm,
young entrepreneurs like you, that I put the fire up your blood. So I motivate you to do your own business. But I want you to do that
yeah.
once you learn enough how to do it. All right. That's why I'm here.
Yeah.
Why do you think I
Mm-hmm.
sacrifice my
Mm-hmm.
Saturday talking to you guys? Why? Why? Do you think
Yeah,
I
that is
wouldn't be
why
more fun
I'm.
eating hamburgers and drinking beer? Anu, which one is more fun for me, teaching or drinking beer and eating hamburgers, Anu?
Wally is always teaching. Wally is a Best
There you
man.
go. I love
Really,
teaching, all right?
really
But Phoebe, what I want you to
yeah.
do is I want you to remember this, Phoebe. Remember this. You are very young, Phoebe. Running a business is something that you need to do gradually, and you're lucky you got me to guide you, all right? You got these sessions to guide you. What you need to do is maximize your learning. And every time you think of something, message me or talk to me about it. You see me nearly every week, all right? And always, I leave you with these words, Phoebe. Repeat after me. This is what I want you to say to yourself. I believe in myself. Say it.
Mhm.
Say
Yeah.
it.
So yeah,
No,
so
say it.
my
I believe in myself.
yeah, I believe in myself that I can do
Good
this.
on you. Go on. Yeah, go on. Next question.
So and also, sir, the last question that I have is how can you easily identify if the company is international? Like how can you identify like
So,
the recitation just on the first opening of the class is that we got it wrong. So we thought that the companies that we know was internationally
all
like
right. Well, as I said,
known worldwide.
internationalization actually requires you to have a physical presence, whether a direct physical presence or your brand operated by a partner or a franchise in that part of the world. That is what we call a physical presence. So
Mm,
let me explain. McDonald's has 36,000 elements of physical presence. That means they have 36,000 shops with a McDonald's logo on them. Okay. 36,000. Now, in some countries, they own and operate. In some countries, people pay 2.5 million US dollars to get a franchise and learn how to run a McDonald's in their country. They fly to the US, they sign franchise agreements, they put up about $2.5 million, I think it is now. McDonald's issues them a franchise agreement. They go to Hamburg University for 2 months. They pass all the courses. They go back to their country and operate McDonald's stores. So McDonald's has physical locations. So today in the world of business, we look at internationalization based on the number or the count of physical global presence. Okay. We base it on the physical global infiltration. So if you ask me, is Coca-Cola an international? It's an international brand. Is it internationalized as a country? Well, Coca-Cola has about, I think, 700 or less than that, 500 bottlers around the world. Um, I'm not sure if it's still that many bottlers. Okay. Um, five 500 bottlers. McDonald's has 36,000 restaurants. Who do you think is more internationalized? Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So
yeah,
internationalization can be taken at different levels. It can be taken at different levels. But do you really want to be the biggest? No. The only thing you should be focused on is that your business has internationalization in its plans because you can never beat the big brands, all right? Come on, Starbucks is happy with, 40 countries or 42 countries. They're happy. They don't want to compete with McDonald's. All right. They don't want to compete. And Starbucks only has maybe 6 or 7 or 8,000 stores around the world. They're happy with that. All right. In actual fact, it's more than that now, but I haven't looked at their numbers recently because they closed stores across Russia and other countries recently. Okay. So you need to understand that globalization is what it brings to your business. It's not about being the biggest in the world. Do you understand that?
yeah, I
Does that answer
understand.
your question, Phoebe?
Yes, sir. You
Good
that
on you.
that was a
Oh,
great. Yeah.
I'll see you at the next session. Thank
And
you so much.
yeah, I will
Just
see you
go
on
ahead.
the next lesson, which is
You're welcome,
franchising.
man.
So see you soon.
Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Okay, all right. Let's talk to Josh. Josh Christian. Go ahead, Josh. Hi, mate. How are you? Are you there, Josh Christian? Hi, Josh. Okay, Josh has disappeared. I can't find him anymore, Anu. Hi, Elmon. Hello, Elmon. How are you? Hi, would you like
Hello,
to
Sir
talk to me,
Wally. Long
sir? Go
time no
ahead.
talk.
You're welcome. Thank you. How have you enjoyed today's session, sir?
So far, so good. I was a bit.
Ha-
I was asking a question. I have some different
yeah,
question regarding to
yeah.
investment. There's a form where it says mutual fund. What do you think about that?
My dear friend, mutual funds and investment are a totally different lesson. And, I'm an academic and I would hate to give you the wrong advice, okay?
No,
But
it's
listen,
okay. Just
no,
just
no, no,
just
no,
tell
it's not.
me. As a young one, I'm really open to understand what your point of view, because I'm really
Okay.
curious about these
Yeah,
investments and stuff,
okay.
and you're the person
No,
to go.
I do understand, but I don't want people here who don't know what investment is about to try it because then I'll be blamed for them losing their money. So what I suggest you do, Elon, if you want to WhatsApp me a question about it, I'd be happy to give you some advice and where to read it. And listen, I'll put down investments and investment principles as a biz talk maybe in the next few weeks, and I'll also cover mutual funds for you. All right, would that be
Thank
okay?
you. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm sorry about that, Elman. I have to be very
No,
careful because there's a
it's
lot of
okay.
students here. You're
It's okay.
welcome. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Elman. Thank you. Okay. Anybody else? Yeah. Nelson. Hi, Nelson Samson. How are you? How can I help you, Nelson?
So good evening, sir, and for everyone there. I have some questions which are, I think, when it comes to internationalization. I'm so sorry because I was in the MCR in Hong Kong. Um, I've got a little business in the Philippines. It's about land property business.
Yeah.
So I got it like in 2019 for about like 3 land property. But
What sort of business is it? It's a rental property, is it?
no, it's land property. So it's a
Land.
buy and sell property. Yes.
How much land you have?
When I started my business, buying and selling like three pieces of land in 2019.
All right. Okay.
And
So,
now,
all right. I got the message. So you have a bank of land. You have different pieces of land. Is that right?
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right.
And
So
and
what do
it
you
grew to
what do you okay, let me just ask you what you want to do. You're talking about internationalization of having international investors build on
yes,
your
sir.
land, or you want to sell your land? What are you looking for?
I'm selling and buying land, sir. Actually,
Okay, well, okay. Let me tell you, you have a very open question, Nelson, and okay, let me just answer you directly because I'm an academic. So please, guys, can you mute your microphone if you're not talking to me? Please, as respect to me, mute your microphone. Just hold on, guys. I have to mute everyone because I can't hear myself. Hold on. Okay, Samson, can you open your microphone again, sir? Okay, open your microphone, Samson.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sorry,
Is
Nelson,
that okay,
sorry.
sir?
So, okay, just let me answer
Yes,
you.
sir.
Nelson, let me just give you some points that you need to focus on. You need to decide whether you want to be a realtor buying and selling land. Is that your business? Number one.
Yes, sir.
Number
Yes, sir.
two. No, okay, let me just finish. Number two. Okay, number two, is that the right business to be in to buy and sell land? Or do you also want to consider actually leasing the land long term for people to build on? And at the end of the day, that land comes back to you. There are two options you need to focus on, right? Either buy, sell, or buy, lease the land over 10-year, 25-year. You get an income, a consistent income, all right? So there are two options you have to look at. Now, if you're talking about globalizing the sale of land business, unless you're prepared to form a partnership with real estate companies in different parts of the world and say to them, you have exclusive right to sell the land that I have, that would be the only way for you to globalize. Because just bear with me for a moment, please. Anu, could you mute everyone, please, Anu? Okay. Sorry, you there, Nelson? There's noise in your background, Nelson. Can you tell everybody to be quiet so I can talk to you, please? I can't talk to you with the noise. So the two choices are you can either actually make contact with some leading real estate agencies around the world who can actually be your partners and give them exclusive right to represent you. And that means you send them pictures of the land, the specs, and they'll try to sell them, and you agree on rewarding them with a commission. That would be your easiest form of globalization. Okay. Now, if people tell you build a website and sell land on the web, well, I think that a website would help you and make you more believable and more professional with real estate agencies around the world. But you need to go down that track. Now, if you want to do that, what you need to do is get yourself not an e-commerce portal, just a website showing your real estate license or you have the legal requirements to buy and sell land commercially in the Philippines. Because if you buy and sell land on a regular basis and it's a business for you, I believe you need real estate qualifications or license in the Philippines to do that. If you buy one block of land and sell it, it's okay. But if you're running a business out of it and doing it and promoting it as a business, you need to have I believe there's a legal requirement. Okay. So you need to get the legal requirement because without that, you can't have partners overseas. You need to create a website talking about yourself and your experience, showing your credentials. You need to have testimonials from people that have bought land from you. And then you need to have all the properties you have on the website. And you don't put the asking price, you just put the properties and a description. When you have that, you can actually WhatsApp me and I can give you some names of realty companies in certain parts of the world. And you can then contact them and say you're interested in appointing them as your exclusive seller of the land that you have. And you can share a commission with them if they can market your land to Filipinos living in that country. Do you understand what I've said to you, Nelson? Can you on your microphone? Can you open your microphone, sir?
Okay,
Are you
sir.
there,
Yes.
Nelson? Does that help you, Nelson?
Yes, sir.
All right. But if
Yes,
you
sir.
need any
I
help,
understood everything
Nelson,
that you
doing
said.
that, if you need any help doing that, just drop me a WhatsApp message. Say I'm Nelson from BizTalk. Ask me any questions and I'll help you. All right, mate?
All right.
You're welcome,
Yeah.
Nelson. Okay. All right. Does anybody else have any questions for Wally? Yes. Okay. All right, Josh, are you here now? I called on you before, Josh, and you disappeared. Hi, Josh. What's your question? Hi, Josh. Go
Hello,
ahead.
hello, sir. Good
Yes.
evening.
Go ahead. Yeah. Good evening. How can
Sir,
I help you?
I just want to know what are your thoughts about forex trading or foreign exchange trading?
Again, Josh, I'm an academic, and if I give
Yes.
advice here, some students
Mm-hmm.
don't know what it means and they could lose their money. So
Okay,
if
sir.
you want to learn about that, I'll be doing a lecture about investment theories and principles in the coming weeks. I suggest you attend it. But it's
Okay, sir.
not fair for me to give you advice because I don't know how capable you are. I don't know what your liquidity levels are. And if I'm going to teach that, I need to teach a lesson on the principles in general, and then I can give you advice. So forgive me, but it's not an area that I can just talk about openly. Do you understand that, mate?
Yes, sir.
Okay. But we will do something on investment principles in the coming weeks. Just make sure you attend this talk. All right, Josh? You understand that, Josh? Thank you, Josh. All right, let's go. Anybody else want to talk to Wally? Okay, two more people. Okay, Al Morales, go ahead, Al. Go ahead, Al. Thank you very much for your comments, Jennifer. Yes, Miss
Sure.
Al Morales, go ahead.
I would like to. I just want to express my opinion about mutual funds because I also have investment mutual funds. In Philippines, I have two kinds of mutual fund, which is for 5 years and 1 year. So because I am part of the what they call IMG, which is Group of Financial Advisor in the Philippines, so I study about stocks. And because I don't know how to do it on my own, we have this financial manager. He
Yeah,
is
I know,
the
I know. Hold on. Miss Morales, I don't want you to produce to advertise any financial services because if something happens, then I'll be blamed. So please, what you're saying is people can get financial advice from financial advisors. Is that what you're saying?
yes. I just want to say something that if we're not expert, ask somebody else who knows about it. Don't invest like
Absolutely.
just
All right, but okay, I just can't recommend the firm, Miss Morales, because I don't know them, so I have to be very careful. All right, but as Miss Morales said, there is financial advisors in the Philippines that can advise you, or you can wait till I do a lecture on investment principles. But again, I want all of you, before you talk to any financial advisor, ask for their license, ask for their credentials, ask them to give you a reference to at least 3 to 4 clients. Call the clients yourself before you hand over a single dollar. That is my advice to you. Ask them for their license, ask them for their credentials, that they've studied investment, ask them what company they work for, ring the company and confirm it, ask them for references from at least 3 to 4 clients, ring the clients and talk to them. Then everything they give you, do your homework on. Be very careful before dealing with any financial advisor in any part of the world. Does everybody understand that? Yes or no? I even do that. All right. And when I give you my lesson on investment principles, or get one of my finance colleagues, finance professors to do it, I will certainly make sure they cover that for you. All right. But thank you, Miss Morales, for that. I really appreciate that. That was a good point. Thank you, young lady. All right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I've got one more hand. I don't know what you're doing to me, Anu. Hands are popping up everywhere, Anu. Okay, go on. Go ahead, Marty. How are you, Marty? Hi, Marty.
Hello, sir. Good evening. Can you
Yeah.
hear me, sir?
Yeah, go ahead. How can I help you, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Can I ask about because you enlightened me about the franchising.
I'm
Before
sorry,
I
I can't hear
own
you. What was your question?
about the franchising, sir. Because
Consultant.
every time
What
I
consultant?
attend the lesson,
Yes.
I enlightened me about the business. This is my because before I own my small business, like
Right. So,
milk tea shop.
right. Okay. So what do you need? What are you looking for?
I want to because before, sir, I have my own milk tea shop, but when the pandemic is coming, so
Right.
sad. I lost my
Okay.
business. I closed
So you
it.
lost your business. So what help do you need? I mean, I'm happy to
I want
advise
to
you,
reopen, sir, again this business, but I
but
want to
Marty,
learn
Marty,
more. What? Yes.
okay, but to learn more, you have to keep attending these sessions every week. Now, if you're planning on opening a particular business, Marty, and you want my advice one-to-one, I'm happy to give it to you. I have no problem. But first, you need to tell me what sort of business, where, how much investment you have for it. Drop me a message and I'll give you advice. I'll help you, no problem. All right?
Okay, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'll see you at the next BizTalk. Ladies and gentlemen, my name has been Wally Rauda. It's my pleasure having you here today, and I thank you for attending BizTalk, BizTalk 120. Before I go, I've just had one more hand go up. Just one moment, please. Yeah, go ahead, Christy. How can I help you, Christy? Unmute your microphone, Christy. Hi, Christy. How can I help you, Miss? Yeah, Miss
Hello,
Alios, how can I
sir.
help you? Yeah.
Hello, sir. Good evening. Sir, I have planned to put a business. What can you suggest that those have a small amount of savings that
Christy, again, you're asking me to tell you something. I don't know how much money you've got. I don't know what your background is. I don't know where you want to open a business. Listen carefully, Christy. If you have an idea about a business you want, you send me a WhatsApp message, say, hey, Wally, I'm Christy Alasov from your BizTalk. I'm thinking of opening a business in the Philippines in this city. I have approximately this much cash. Could you give me advice? All right. Could you suggest? And I will tell you what you should do. All right. But then the decision is up to you. Do you understand that, Christy?
Okay, sir.
All
Thank you
right.
so much. I
I'll
appreciate it,
wait for your
sir. Okay,
message.
sir.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
All right. Let's go on. Anybody else? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, again, thank you so much for asking your questions. I'm so proud that the topic I delivered today has been of help to you. Let me say thank you to my co-host, Mr. Anul. Everybody say thank you to Anul. Everybody wave to Anul. Thank you, Ms. Anul, for making this session possible as the host for today. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been my pleasure delivering the session. You will all get a copy of the material when you get your certificates. And the reason for that is some people have switched off their camera and I don't know how long they've been here. So in order to make sure that we only give to the material to the people who have attended the session, you will get a certificate by next week sometime, by the end of next week, probably Friday or Saturday at the latest. And when you receive it, we'll attach the material. All right? Does everybody understand that? Yes or no? I like to give you the material now, but I've got like 47 people with their camera off. And because their camera's off, and because they don't have the courtesy of telling me that they're at work or not, I don't know whether they've just switched off their camera and they've gone out and they just want a free certificate. So the idea of BizTalk is you must attend, and I must know that you're here to issue a certificate. So we will check from our records how many of you have attended. Providing you've attended for the minimum amount of time required, you'll get your certificate together with your material. Is everybody happy with that, guys? Yes or no? Okay. I look forward to seeing you at BizTalk number 121. We look forward to seeing you at Monday Motivation Madness on Monday. And we also look forward to seeing you at the Leadership Series. Next week is a long weekend, so there's no BizTalk. But on Monday, there is Monday Motivation Madness. I will be back on the following weekend with BizTalk, followed by Leadership. Okay? Thank you, everyone, for being here today. And remember, life is a journey. You can only be successful in life providing you want to be successful. Do not tell me that I'm poor. Do not tell me that I live in the Philippines. Do not tell me that I don't have money. The only reason you're poor, the only reason you don't have money is because you choose to be that way. If you want to be successful, you can, but you have to make an effort. Does everybody understand that? Yes or no? Remember, say this to yourself every night. I believe in myself. Thank you, everyone. I'll see you at the next talk. Very good afternoon. Goodbye. Thank you, Miss Anu. Goodbye, everyone.